Right then, folks. One of the latest projects I'm working on is some Airfix SAS figures. It's an order for a customer. He's asked me to do these for him. He just wanted the Iranian embassy siege scenario with just a frontage. Basically, I don't like cutting up decent figures, so I use broken figures. Unfortunately, these figures were original figures, and I had them from when I was a kid, and these were painted up, believe it or not. I did a diorama set on a sort of A4 size plinth of the Cursed Earth for Judge Dredd, because I thought they would make good Judge Dredd figures, but this is way before they made any Judge Dredd figures. And I painted them all up and cut the stands off, and I put little LED lights at the end of the guns and wired it up to a battery pack. It was way before they had the old LED Christmas tree lights. I had to buy them and wire it up and everything. I was into my electronics when I was a teenager as such. So being as they were already painted and stands cut off, I thought I'd use these. And I've got a couple that I'm going to convert, because I can't really call these conversions because they're just the figures with the Airfix stand cut off, and I've based them up on Britain's detail stands, so I don't class them as conversions. These ones, however, sending down the front of the Iranian embassy that I'm building. This is just a mock-up in cardboard, because if I just move, well, actually, yeah, so this is just a mock-up in cardboard that, if you see, I've got the wood to make it up in wood. It's going to be a play set. I'm just going to move these figures to one side and then take this. And what it'll be is, these are just set up on wires at the moment, and they do adjust up and down. But I've got some thread, some grey thread to match the grey ropes on the figures painted on. I'm going to fit, so they can fit in there, and they can be adjusted up and down at the front of the building for a play factor on it. This was all mocked up in cardboard. I've taped up at the moment just so I can move it about a bit. So the idea of this, if I just take this tape off, put tape there. Sorry about this, camera work's not great. The idea of this, it's going to go open up. It's going to be hinged here and here and on the other side, and then this roof will lift off as well. And there's going to be floors in there, and some are going to be cut away, so you can put the figures in there. So the floors, I don't know whether I'm going to make them removable or not, but I might keep them fixed and then stagger them at certain heights throughout. But the idea is, then, if you look from the front, obviously I've got to cut some more windows out. That will give the frontage, and then obviously it will fold up into a playset. I don't know whether I'm going to hinge the other side, because I'll lose the support for the floors. I was thinking of slotting in floors on a little rail. Fit a rail along here, so these floors will pull in and pull out, but I'll have to see through trial and error. So the idea is, it all folds back up with a handle on the roof. This is just obviously all out of cardboard, just to experiment. And then I've got to do the other section out the front for the doorway with the pillars. Got to do the balcony section, which I've bought like dado rail, but it's more like little wooden strips with angles on them and everything. So I will make that up, and hopefully when you pack it up, it'll fit on the front, and when you pack it up it'll go into the back. So I've got a bit more to do on these figures and fit the thread on those so they can be adjusted so up and down. And like I said, I've painted all these up. Don't know if you can see that, it's focusing in okay. Painting out, I don't know if you can see on here, there are different shades of black and grey. This guy is obviously a sniper. I've got to smooth down his helmet, his hat, his mask. And that was achieved with an Airfix British paratrooper, World War II paratrooper rifle, an arm with a little scope on the top. I'll bring it in close so you can see it. That was his arm on there. That was a bit of a bugger to do. I've started, filled it in, rubbed it down, and I used blue tack and then super glue over the top, and it goes rock hard, and it's nice to file down and try and trim up. Like I said, there's some more of these figures. I have got the policemen to do, and then obviously civilians. I've done some civilians before in France, fighting the French Vichy that I did. And basically I will use Britain's figures. These are a few little conversions I've done in the past. I'll do the civilians of this set, basically based upon Britain's farm figures like that. They make good civilians, and I think Britain's did do a policeman as well. But I've just got to make sure I do a bit of research on the video footage of that and try and get it correct. But yeah, so that's the latest project I've been working on. I will update as I progress on it. But like I said, the idea of it is it's going to be a little box play set that you can fold up, put away safely, and then bring out and do a little display and have a bit of play factor on it. Right, that's Wednesday's video. Thank you all for looking. And I'll do another video on Sunday, which will be the update on the Britain's detailed conversions, US infantry. Thanks, bye.